segregation at SARS is critical to its recycling and disposal. Lack of segregation, collection, and transportation of unsegregated mixed waste to the landfills has an impact on the environment. When we segregate waste, it reduces the amount of waste that reaches landfills, thereby taking up less space. Waste segregation is important not only to reduce the impact it has on the environment, but also health issues that can arise from waste and toxins that have been improperly disposed of. Waste segregation is also a economically beneficially prospect because it makes recycling much easier. What is meant by segregation? The act or process of segregating, the state of being segregate, the separation or isolation of a race, class, or ethnic group by enforced or voluntary residence in a restricted area by barriers to social intercourse, by separate educational facilities, or by other discriminatory means. How to segregate? Number 1. Keep separate containers for dry and wet waste in the kitchen. Number 2. Keep 2 bags for dry waste collection, paper, and plastic for the rest of the household waste. Number 3. Keep plastic from the kitchen clean and dry and drop into the dry waste bin. There are 3 types of waste: biodegradable, non-biodegradable, hazardous. Biodegradable waste includes any organic matter in waste which can be broken down into carbon dioxide, water, methane, or simple organic molecules by microorganisms and other living things by composting, aerobic digestion, anaerobic digestion, or similar processes. Example of biodegradable waste: paper, food waste, human waste, manure, sewage sludge, slaughterhouse waste, dead animals and plants, hospital waste, and etc. Difference between biodegradable and non-biodegradable. Biodegradable materials can be decomposed naturally by microorganisms and other living organisms. Non-biodegradable materials cannot be decomposed naturally by any living organisms. Biodegradable wastes are those substances that degrade or break down naturally. Non-biodegradable wastes are those substances that do not degrade easily. Materials like plants, animals, their waste, paper, fruits, vegetables fall under the category of biodegradable substances. Hazardous waste is waste that has substantial or potential threats to public health or the environment. Hazardous waste is a type of dangerous goods. Examples of hazardous waste: solvent-based paints, pesticides, and other garden chemicals. Batteries, for example, car, mobile phone, or regular household batteries. Motor oils, for example, from cars or mowers. Petrol and kerosene, cleaning and polishing chemicals, swimming pool or spa bath chemicals. What is the hazardous waste? Simply defined, a hazardous waste is a waste with properties that make it dangerous or capable of having a harmful effect on human health or the environment. Why should we save our waste? This reduces greenhouse gases, saves energy, and creates jobs. By reducing the amount of waste you create, you help prevent pollution and protect the environment. You also limit the amount of waste going to landfill, preserve natural resources, and save money. Why is it important to care for waste? Preventing waste prevents pollution, making your neighborhood and community a safer, healthier place to live. In the end, you benefit, the environment benefits, the community benefits, and your company establishes itself as a good corporate citizen, providing immeasurable, lasting rewards. Why is it important to manage our waste at home? Not only does following waste disposal procedures help keep the environment clean, but it also makes the community's overall health standards better. With waste being properly disposed of, our environment is cleaner, meaning there are fewer health risks and hazards around to affect us. Here are some ways to manage waste properly. Source reduction and reuse. This is the strategy most commonly used by governments and local authorities. Recovery and recycling. Recovery involves the use of discarded items for other meaningful uses. Landfills, combustion, incineration, composting. How does waste affect our environment? Air pollution, climate change, soil and water contamination. Poor waste management contributes to climate change and air pollution and directly affects many ecosystems and species. Landfills, considered the last resort in the waste hierarchy, release methane, a very powerful greenhouse gas linked to climate change. What will happen if waste is not managed? An inefficient municipal solid waste management system may create serious negative environmental impacts like infections, diseases, land and water pollution, obstruction of drains, and loss of biodiversity. What will happen if waste is not disposed properly? Soil, water, and air pollution can all be a result of improper waste disposal and occurs when either of them becomes contaminated with hazardous materials. Not only does this contribute to the creation of a greenhouse gas effects, but also causes significant harm to marine and wildlife. What will happen if we don't segregate waste? When waste is not segregated, it can accumulate in landfills to a massive quantity which eventually causes pollution and can release hazardous toxins into the ground. Why is it important to make our community clean? Maintaining a clean environment reduces pollution, preserves our biosphere, protects and endangered species, and also helps preserve the Earth's natural resources in society. The state of cleanliness of a society represents the mindset. What is cleanliness and why it is important? The term cleanliness refers to a place free from all sorts of dust, bad smells, dirt, stains, etc. Maintaining cleanliness and hygiene is an essential part of healthy living. Our responsibility is to keep our room, house, office, and surroundings free from dirt and contaminants.